Hey, what's up everybody, Scotty here. Welcome back to another episode of Pills of Eternity. This time, we're going to do Catacombs. Catacombs is a very large area, and it is one level above the Temple of Woedica, part of the main quest where we need to go. Dead Initiate. As you approach the dead man, you can feel faint traces of his soul lingering as stunned uncertainty hold in this place. When you're near without warning, the soul hurries towards you as though you were a solitary light. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe, a mask pulled over your face. You following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue and a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others wait, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and somehow it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. Panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by a razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp, grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. This is pretty much, they always say this kind of stuff. So, well, just, you can read this if you want. They say this quite often in their own little way. Alright, so Catacombs, pretty big area. Doesn't look that big, but it actually is.
A campfire would be good.
Nice and quiet.
Pretty good amount of loot in this place. There are some traps. Don't exactly remember where, but I know there are some in here.
Hey. Of course.
There's absolutely nothing in this room. It is a trap. This right here is trapped.
Easy does it.
I know for sure this is trapped.
See now what the flame has shown us?
This is very, 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 very handy for your tank. I'm going to equip that now because there's going to be a lot of battles in here. It doesn't say anything particular, so I'm not going to bother reading it. Go ahead and save in case some dumb crap happens. These are not trapped. Nothing special. I believe this one is trapped. Yeah. Oh yeah, this was trapped. See? More crap. Alright, there's gonna be a black ooze over here. Let's go take that down.
That's how it's done.
Of course.
Nothing else up there. Should be another black ooze. Man, them things love hitting my ranged.
Hey.
All right. Right then.
Hmm?
Hey. Of course.
Alright, come up here. Don't go down there yet. That leads to the next level. Move your tank. Yeah, that's fine. Level her up real quick. No. There we go. Alright, it shouldn't take but a second. Yep, accuracy. Okay. Alright. Now, when you go in here,
Hey.
use your fighters. Kite them over here.
Let's go.
All right then.
Alright, there's gonna be traps on both
I'll
sides.
take a look.
A lot of traps to the left. Maybe
Something over there.
three traps. I can only disarm the middle one. I'm not gonna even worry about going that way. There's 3 traps on the right side. Lots of traps on.
See
Dang it.
now what the flame has shown us?
Don't worry about resting. There's some camping supplies in here. Let me save. So that's that dumb crap I was talking about. Doesn't see the
Hey.
trap till right when I'm on top of it. As soon as it spots it, trigger.
So
See, oh man, screw that. Get me once, okay. Get me twice, I don't think so.
Hey.
I'll take a look.
Come
And
on.
the
There it is.
fire shows me something new.
Man, that's...
Yeah?
Whoops. There's a guy up here, Helig of Thein, a lone figure in tattered robes, shuffles across the chamber, muttering under his breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels his head towards you. His haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? What are you doing down here? Research. A hodgepodge of animacy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well. Abundant supply of subjects. Those creatures behind you. There's a bunch of revenants. Another vessel's behind him. Oh, it's just exploring catacombs. And go. And thank your gods I'm not hungry.
Hey.
See, there's... only thing you can really get is this. Tarnished locket.
Huh?
Hey.
Ooh, that was close.
Hey.
Okie dokie, still don't go down that way. There's other stuff we have to do in here. We're actually halfway done. Catacombs. There's a bunch of trolls we had to fight. spores. It's not gonna be anything. I don't believe this is a trap. Yeah, I didn't think so. Come in here, don't worry, there's nothing dangerous. Whoops. There's a small Orland man appears to be pulled together. Some crates and scraps of cloth make a rather sorry looking camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted and his clothing smeared the blackening grime. He looks startled as you entered, his eyes widening with alarm.
Gods keep you.
After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. What are you doing down here? I've been down here. I've been down a little luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to go, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in Catacombs much. Not until you, anyways. I'm going to use high intellect. A sad tale, but that's not the whole story. What are you hiding? I'm just trying to get by. You make a poor liar. I'm not leaving. Well, I'm going to do passionate. Eorn opens his mouth to snap something. His hands ball into a fist, but he thinks better of it. He shakes his head slowly, expression resigned. Very, very well, it's true. I'm hiding from the knights down here, but it wasn't what you think. It was an accident. It's been hard for me in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I had made the right friends, it would be easier to get. It would get easier in time, and it did. Really, I made a name for myself. A place people will actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People get very passionate about these things. We were discussing. I think it was shipping agreements of all things we fight over. And one night, this man he got very angry. I think maybe he had too much at the end, and I guess he didn't like Orland talking back at him. I struck him, he came towards me, and I hit him, and he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Turns out he was a knight. Crucible Knights won't care how it happened, they just pretty much he's in cahoots with the knights. So we're gonna help him get out of here. Here's 300 copper. It's not like it's much. But this is, they said you were a kind soul, and I would imagine I'd imagine this will see me out of the city and well away. I'm not sure if I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. This is very nice. For gloves. Alright, he's gone. We started that quest and also completed it. +1 crit damage multiplier, so we get a 10%, would seem, I think 10% increase. Why don't they just say 10% increase? Anyways, I mean, she's gonna be my rangers.
Hey.
I always tend to make them my, and we get the 1200 quest experience. So now I'm gonna rest.
Hey.
Before I do that, do it.
Hey.
I'll get this on the way back. Here's the queen that was and still is relevant to Woedica.
Hey.
I want to use something before I rest. I'll get that on the way back. There's a lot of annoying enemies down here. First go up here.
There. There.
A campfire would be good.
She's heavy fatigued, so I'm gonna have to definitely rest soon.
Aye? Not exactly what.
Not even slowing it down.
Alright, kill that and loot this. Just a gem. These aren't trapped, don't worry. Get that. A lot of tombstones in here. I mean, it is catacombs after all. Alright, down here is where the enemies get a little bit tougher. Beware the trolls. Alright, there's that troll.
course.
Alright, after the first group's down, not too many more.
Hey.
There's the Woedica hood. You're gonna need that. I mean, you don't absolutely need it, but it helps
Alright, then.
with the main quest.
Alright. Then. Hey. How may I help?
Yeah.
I
Sure
shall
you
be
get
discreet.
this.
Something over there.
Just an opal. Come on, map. Yeah, that's pretty much it, except for right there is where we gotta go. Gonna go get the camping supplies and we'll be on our way. Oh, duh. Game is paused. I might fight a troll on the way down. I do remember one luring, patrolling out here, but I don't know where he went. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. Go here next, and that'll conclude this video. I don't believe there's anything else left in here other than a staircase. Oh yeah, there's something. Okay, that's going to conclude this episode.